What is up, homies? My name is Jeremetaru. Today we're going to look at
What the fuck?
So I'm pretty sure that you guys already know who Batgirl is. Batgirl is one of the Batman's sidekick and also Aho. The painting and the sculpting of this figure is really magnificent. The Play Art Sky toy line by Square Enix, and yes, it really is that Square Enix, usually consist variant design of established characters in an anime style. And sometimes more edgier than the original like this one. To be honest, I really want this Batman so much, but it costs like hell. How is that low price for you? But I really appreciate with what Square Enix has done with this figure. This figure captures the way Batgirl actually looks in the Batsuit, even though it looked like a robot on first sight. But if you manage to pose it in the best way possible, you can get some decent poses like this, and like this, and this. The detail of this figure really impresses me. This is the type of the figure that doesn't get boring to look at. But perhaps for the wrong reason.
Shit!
Few things that I don't like with this figure is that it can't stand properly, but that is because the height of her heels that makes it quite hard for her to stand. Oh shit, I already chipped the paint again. As I play with this figure, the knee suddenly detaches on its own, leaving her disabled as she was in the comic. It is not broken, but the peg is not that strong to hold on. And the other thing that I hate is that the paint on the cape is already chipped. And the other thing again is that when you look at her head closely, it almost resembles like a Barbie figure. In conclusion, I just bought an overpriced Barbie figure. Rip my money. Complaints aside, Square Enix did a really good job of representing Batgirl in anime style. Especially this part, which is one of the main reason I bought this figure. But wait, we're not done yet. She comes with a few amount of accessories. Firstly, this blade. I don't know what the fuck is this thing supposed to be. And it has a little gimmick, in which I don't know what is that for. You just simply slide the blade into her hand like this, and to be honest, it actually looks cool on her. And then secondly, we got a batarang, in which she can hold it really nicely. She comes up with a pair of relaxed hands, pair of grabbing hands, and a pointing hand, which is kinda hard to put on. And now for the display stand, in which you have to break through from that package right there and build it. To be honest, the stand isn't really that useful, since the figure can stand on its own and you just need to get used to her heels. But don't worry, this stand has a good use, which is for a mic stand. And lastly, she got a pair of windswept looking cape. To do so, you need to detach the main cape. And congratulations, you got a Batgirl Beyond. Replace the main cape with a windswept looking cape. Now that's really epic. With all the accessories combined, you can now make Batgirl look dangerous and also more threatening. And of course, this figure is not only good in terms of detail and accessories but also she got ball joint on the head and the base on the neck. Her head can look up that far and look down that far. At the back of her head, her hair can go up and go down. Able to go right and left. Her arm can rotate. Her arm ratchets out. Bicep swivel. More than 90-degree bend at the elbow. Arm swivel. Wrist swivel. Wrist can go side to side. And if you rotate it, you can move it up and down. Hand swivel. Ball joint on the chest, but it is limited by the size of her chest. Her waist is on a ball joint. Her cape can move upward. Her cape can rotate side to side. This isn't even her final form. Heavily ratcheted thighs. Her leg can move far away back. Her leg can do a kick. Beautiful leg split. Heavy thigh swivel. Double bend at the knee. Her feet can go up. And if you rotate her ankle, you can get a really good pivot. With a great posability, this figure comes in a great size. For the size comparison, here it is, along with SH Figuarts Injustice Batman, Voyager Class ROTF Optimus Prime, Master Grade Sazabi Vekar. Finally, we come to our conclusion for this figure. Is the figure worth your money? Yes, it really is. Definitely pick up this one with you. Even though she's kinda hard to stand up, she's a really sexy figure, and it really is fun to play with. If you are a Batman fan, definitely have this one with you in your collection. Now if you excuse me, let me have a good time with this figure.